as well, and so much
my god, that sounds like him, man.
Possibility for that Covert though, first-hand pick.
Holy shit, Covert! Insane player.
First. Initial
and this
shot,
guy is
but
good,
it's up
man.
to Covert
Good
now.
aim, bro.
Bob trying to find poise.
Hello my friend, welcome back to my channel. Today starts the final week of VCT Challengers NA. And in this video, we will enjoy the best plays and moments of the matchup between the legendary organization back to Valorant TSM versus a very strong new team, SaD Esports. This match, my friends, will be insane.
Down in the A site, 56 seconds left as well, and so much
my god, that sounds like him, man.
Possibility for that Covert though, first-hand pick.
Holy
and
shit, Covert!
Beautiful. Set off the pistol round, but he just keeps
going. Some nice shots, bro.
Off the start from SaD Esports, and it's looking good.
Holy shit!
From this point on,
5v2 already.
Surely no way that they can lose this round. A really nice contact push up there from SaD, just feeling no utility pressure from TSM whatsoever, taking advantage of the space that they were able to take for free there. And now even just playing safe, rotating to B. Some great decisions so far in this pistol round. And of course, Darkest, he's always going to shoot the bodies. He is, every game I've watched of SaD, there's at least 3 moments of the Darkest.
Okay, 7, 1v5, you got this, bro. You got this, bro. Maybe next time, man.
Slowly working themselves up.
Oh no! Oh no!
Sim goes down.
Man, this is getting dangerous, dude.
Good work at watching the extremities as well. So all you can do, fight heaven, maybe take something with you. But it's Covert with another headshot to add on. Beautiful coming through from GMD. But you still got a 1v1 situation. Of course, being sighted as well. Zostal knows where 7's going to be approaching from.
7, that was nice, bro.
Ever so slightly though, TSM getting ready for a pop flash let out from 7. Beautiful shots already, with some of that information being gathered. And this is perfect. Ultimate's already laid down. SaD Esports not struggling as much as you would think they would with everything that has been set down from TSM. So now there has to be some sort of retake here.
TSM are just trying to swing so fast for each other, but SaD had every angle covered. Late Seekers coming in to spot out both players.
Yeah, they might have just spotted that though, yeah. GMD taking down the backside, but a 2v2 situation. Right-hand side already freely given out, but the paranoia makes
that was a nice flash,
nice
bro.
approach from TSM, really using everything.
Aggressive. Oh, things are about to get crazy.
Mid-control. Flash. Oh, they don't even see up top.
Oh, he popped this.
Make that space. Of Proto, of course, taken out, but Scar
lost the ult, bro.
Finding a 3K on their own. GMD slowly working themselves up.
Yo, look at GMD, bro. Look at GMD's on fire, man.
I know exactly. Happens to make
Bob 11
happen.
HP, 7, 1
situation.
bro.
Of course, Bob low enough to the point where this isn't as concerning, but still up to 7 to make a clutch.
And he did it once before. Certainly can imagine him doing this again.
I want to clutch today, man.
Given how weak Bob is right now. Might end up walking into this double phase.
Oh my god. That was nice, bro.
Beautiful Seekers to start.
Okay,
that gives away pretty solid information.
I know there's only 1 player here. Okay,
as well as poise being given away to the opposing side. SaD having to find some sort of entry in, but of course pop flash out. And not a lot of help. GMD coming in a bit too late, but still finding one of their own. So the numbers diminishing on both sides. 3v3. They're still up to that 4-3. SaD needing this round to keep themselves up above the lead. I mean, if it can happen.
Bob, 1 flash to play with, sends it out. It's all going to be about the SaD crossfires now.
Yeah, still the paint shell set down to try to back these players off. But there's not a lot of zoning going on. Sim still left up in heaven. And information not given away. Nobody knows. Darkest now. Of course, understanding that there might be somebody just on top of Scar, picking off the fights. 41 health left on SaD. And Scar not that much to play with either.
And why he was watching Elbow?
In regards to TSM, beautiful 4-4.
Timeout.
It's low, man.
13 seconds
11 seconds.
1 set of their util to keep this team back. Yep, already set in.
Yo, Jamie, that was nice, bro.
As well, but Darkest enough time
to
get the plant down
and
honestly their own territory as well. So even though it's a 2v3, it still might work for the best for SaD.
Massive gun advantage, though, for TSM. Zostal not able to recover a rifle. Does at least pick up the Stinger. All right, Darkest was able to find that Bulldog within the Viper's pit. Sim might have the perfect timing here, though.
What?
Oh, and they found it. They knew that there was not a wall there.
Okay, man.
Doesn't even need sight to see.
And it's going to come down to the 2 of them to anchor this site.
Oh, he's just right below. Just Scar know? Okay, absolutely they do. That leaves the paranoia out of the way for Poise to play with, and now running away, trying to find themselves some sort of safety. That's huge for SaD to find themselves the site. Now the question is the retake going to work better than that, honestly? Especially now space being taken up by Bob. Potential for a 1v1 situation. The fight isolation happening perfectly in the hands of SaD.
Oh, we're trying to quick the rotation.
Honestly, now it just leaves up to the two players, and paranoia set down. So much util just being utilized here on the side of SaD Esports to keep this team back.
Yeah, that paranoia just going to further delay, blind them up. They know they have to deal with Bob in the back line, and she's just going to be bothersome, just going to survive.
Yeah.
And TSM, check the state of the economy. Multiple players on $0. They have to save these guns at this point. And SaD know it. They're going to hit the gas on them, try to take them away, and have a full anti-eco for this final round.
They're chasing them down. This is beautiful. A game of cat and mouse, though. Proto runs away with
6-5.
Seeing the push, it's going to trigger the rest of TSM to go into B. A lot of pressure on Coburg.
Sitting down in the back of the site in one way is not necessarily doing too much work now, especially with Poison Orb, but huge off GMD to find the first initial shot, but it's up to Coburg now. We've seen Coburg with the pistol.
Now he's hitting some nasty shots, bro. Look at this, man. Insane, man. This guy is really good.
And they're going to be walking into a little bit of a stack here. 3 players for SaD.
Already Skarn takes the first, and now Pain Shell laid down to try to push this team back, but is it enough? Skarn, though, still watching. But it doesn't matter. TSM, they've taken in
this is getting
majority of the players here. 3v3 scenario, and of course Vandal still left in hand. Coburg can't do much anymore with the Ghost. You're kind of left wondering what this team is going to do. TSM taking down one by one.
30 seconds left.
Into the hands of SaD Esports, and it's surprising. You have a save round initially, and now they just pull together anything they can. Watching across, playing off contact, GMD peeks the corner. But even then, not having the spike in hand.
What?
Oh, really just kind of contact re-clearing. Zosa at least making it work on A. Paranoia is going to be really nice, though, for Bob to swing out of screens off.
Oh, no.
Oh, and they TP'd.
Okay, good trade by Bob. 2v2. Bob is low.
No pop flash left out. 56 health. And a wraparound from Bob. They do have a Trailblazer to utilize.
Nice shot, Bob. Bob is good. Bob is a good player.
Keep this plant from happening. Of course, Trailblazer comes out and it leaves some information for Coburg.
Hey, Proto had to change his. He changed his crosshair again, man.
Does not get the shot.
Bobby with 1 HP.
I'm not sure if it spotted 2. Was broken. Skarn picks up the angle on the box. Great for shutting it down.
Nice shot, though.
On the trade. TSM just going for fights across the map at this point.
What an incredible map by SaD.
Oh, and this is huge. Bob does a wraparound.
Bob is such a good player.
What's happening? But they still managed to pick things up. And now the Seekers just to push out.
Looking like a map point.
Only one player on the side of TSM just left down alone on the A site. Now, especially with Bob trying to find Poise. I mean, this might be a fun.
Yo, but that's not normal. That's not normal.
Just down, and it's great for SaD Esports. Okay, Skarn is not here to play, and this might be perfect. So many players, but they can't see. Even then, they push themselves around and try to fight the backhand side, but it's up to Bob now. Especially as they surround themselves up in heaven. Zostal finding one of their own, and it's SaD Esports that might just be able to close things out in a beautiful 13-5 fashion. GMD not willing to give up just yet. Still not able to find the last. It's Darkest to close things out. And a huge 13-5 win coming through from the side of SaD Esports. Gaining a lot of ground initially off this attacking half and pushing themselves down to the site. But of course, Coburg, it's every pistol round. I feel like it's every pistol round that we see Coburg just pull through with like that first-hand engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see GMD is ready for this late lurk through doors in mid. SaD want to clear them out. They're expecting this. Coburg again.
They still somehow actually didn't catch that. So GMD's free to roam down in mid as much as they please. Of course, Coburg is down, so there's no util left down in the middle of sight. So the pistol round looking a little bit more in favor of TSM here now, especially with GMD finding shots. Very heavily based.
Poison's off.
So of course, still Poison Orb, yeah, making its way. Headshots hit, but it doesn't matter. 3K coming through is really relying on this heavy flank that's already coming down. Pot flash left out, but Skarn still watching both angles. And of course, seeing the fake behind that.
One enemy remaining.
And still looking for more. SaD Esports finding themselves. Everybody on the side of TSM. leaving it up to Sim to try to find a shot of their own, especially with the Outlaw. Of course, they could do as much work and effort as they want, but still taking off some of that damage off Bob. 13 seconds left. And a dream
10 seconds left.
to try to keep that spike in hand. But yeah, that trip just makes things so difficult.
Being recovered from a Proto, gonna meet up with the rest of the players. They've left Sim here to just try and find a pick, but look at the re-clear from SaD. So aware, just contacting in. Great pick from Darkest, and now 4v3 on the retake. What a blind. I mean, feeling it, just going for another fight. A little overconfident, perhaps, would have been in the 4-on-2, but now it's a 3-on-2 with Zosal rotating on the flank behind these TSM players.
Ooh, 2 heads seen as well. GMD, pretty good read on this, too. Not really knowing one's above, one below, but still actually fighting this off. Coburg with a refrag. A Proto left down in the middle of sight. 2 stars left, but even then, you have the plant down. All you have to do is fight this post plant. Take things away. Retake still not looking as stable as it should be, but still left alone.
Wow.
And beautiful Zippo clutch coming through from a place to be, though. A huge flank that might work out. Anti-flash being played by Coburg. And now Sim just trying to see if they can find Zolstal down towards the back of sight. And no follow-up from there, but beautiful shots from Bob and Darkest. 2K to bring into this game. TSM, can they hold on? And they absolutely can. It's a Proto finding some sort of fight. The scenario now leading a bit more in favor of TSM as that gun advantage is there. But of course, all it takes is one shot from Bob, and we've seen it time and time again. But it's a Proto to run away with his timeout. Using it for entry's sake. Although now, I mean, that doesn't really matter. Do you need it? 3K just off the rip from Poist. TSM playing a different game than SaD are for sure. Even with 3 players watching the angle, still can't seem to pick off the fight. I mean, regardless, Stinger's still set on lockdown, but Poise just not letting go. Huge cleanup given away on the side of TSM. They know Skarn has it. Still looking for that entry, though, regardless. Zostal. The K not necessarily there anymore, but so many players just sitting around down towards backside. Huge hold, though. Down from Coburg. And of course, the sandwich in Zostal still looking to fight this and keep this hold set down 2v. Now actually 2v1 situation with Darkest. A very, very late rotation in. And they have majority of the flashes as well that could have kept this team alive.
Heads up from a Proto, putting that star down, knows they could be flanking. Darkest finds the timing on Sim, and the third clutch of the game from a... Maybe Split is just really not the one for them. The team play struggling so much there, and it's just really been rejuvenated here on map 2.
Yeah, somehow holding their own. SaD finally able to pick up 2 Vandals. Although 7 with the op is the only thing that worries me. You got a Yoru with a decoy, just waiting for these players to peek themselves out of existence. Now, I mean, the possibility there, jump peek out, and they know they've offset 7. Of course, there was no suppression added to it, but still able to clear the angle. Oh, retrieval coming through from SaD and a pop flash from 7 that keeps this team alive, but it ends up flashing themselves as well. Still holding on to it. Beautiful shots just led up to TSM. You cannot lose this round if you are 7, especially with the Zenny Flawless. My biggest concern is Coburg going to get another 3K.
Can I use that?
Maybe I just jinxed it, maybe not. Yeah, but huge pop flash already set down to it. Bob protecting everybody on the side of SaD Esports, and another headshot already set through. This is huge. SaD get this round. They pretty much guarantee themselves 2 at that. Now just having to watch the flank and keep themselves together.
Another pretty explosive sight hit from SaD. We saw on the first map that they were so good on these execs at just watching all of the proper angles for each other, exposing TSM when they went for peaks. The Proto playing close just at the...
Now they back things off. They're trying to make an arena just to fight things out, but Coburg making an entry, a try peek just led forward with no information, and a late pinch coming through down towards door side.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, up to this team to really make the difference. Of course, also finds one, but it's TSM Sim to continue. That just havoc that has been leaves SaD Esports in a pretty good position, though. Poise still able to find Darkest in the deepest parts.
Revealing area.
And regardless, finding the shots as well. So they, of course, flank left down to Coburg, still hitting the headshots as well. 7 now low enough to the point where this fight could be taken either way, but a 1v2 situation. With Bob now left alone, the spike isn't even in their hands. Of course, Wall goes down.
One enemy remaining.
One shot, two shot, maybe now shot just to end things off. But it doesn't hit. 38 health left and a wraparound. They've heard it though. Those shock darts still coming out. What in the world? Fighting the angle with a shock dart is crazy.
Gonna go into A quite quickly. They had trouble scaling together before. We'll see if they can fix that.
Hey, is it a fake comeback? Maybe not. Actually, they're putting together the numbers, but a huge fake out that allows Poise to, I mean, take another one in.
Player standing.
Yeah, TSM getting shot through walls, man. And yeah, a Proto left alone. They have a star left. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, how much work is that going to do you? Could possibly fight up Coburg, but yeah, absolutely huge lack of information. Drone, I mean, a huge possibility to come out, but they don't even use it. They pop flash themselves out, and it's Coburg getting taken out. Information could have been given away in seconds, and yet now you're still fighting the site with the Proto, finding each and every shot for a close-off. Thrifty round, by the way. 13-6 TSM.
Yeah, things slowed down by that knife from Darkus. Oh my god, the jump spot. Really cheeky, almost able to get a first pick off of that as well. The door comes down, huge fight on the front here. Proto gets caught from Bob. The trip is going to be down, and we are in that situation where SaD are going to be retaking from every angle. All of TSM in sight,
solo.
Flash and dash to get in.
That was nice.
And everybody already down in the back of sight, but Coburg
again
manages to
with
find
2 kills.
a couple of their own SaD Esports.
Insane pistol play.
This is huge. Watching the
TSM
angle,
decide to force.
the judge in hand, knowing this team's going to want to erupt very, very quickly and finding majority as well at that. Just having the backup there. And
They got destroyed.
SaD Esports playing this and just shutting down the buy round coming
Only
through from
JMD
TSM,
left. One
which in
victory.
turn just obviously leads to their own demise in the next round as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I
good
didn't
luck,
even
bro.
notice until
Good
it
luck,
was
bro.
too late. Just thinking about the previous round that TSM actually forced into this off the spike plant. DMD picks up the judge, just trying to go for a miracle kill. Has a whole lot of different Stinger skins to choose from, but with 64 HP up against 3 players from SaD.
What can he do here?
Basically an impossible
At least he
task
got the
here,
plant.
despite how good he's been for TSM this year.
Yeah, still stuck up top though, TMD.
Yeah, that was impossible
Wide
situation
swinging
for
the
him,
angle,
man.
not letting anyone
2-0.
side of TSM waiting for a big push through from SaD, and this is a huge read, expecting this
Nice
to
push.
happen. 2K coming through from Poise, of course Coburg with a refrag, with the potential a little bit larger for TSM, making that win condition be that
Zoe's
person
here alone.
advantage.
And that knife just spawning
only
out a
expect
Proto
them.
there, they assumed that he would be the only one there, right? Given he was the Cypher, the Sentinel, that's why they went so aggressive. And TSM just hard punished them off that, working into this A split now.
Cover going out.
Slowly working themselves up. GMD down on the right-hand side, doesn't even look your smoke, so it's so stole to run away with that one.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Yo,
Surprisingly,
Coburg is
somehow
insane.
just managing to make things work. Despite that player disadvantage, now stuck in a 2v1 situation,
God.
and now absolutely no one
4-0.
left alive.
30 seconds on the clock.
Gonna pop flash down
Not
towards
the best
back
buy for
side, of course,
TSM.
huge possibility just down through the wall, and of course tons of information just being given away to the side of SaD Esports. They can't do anything about it. Semi-save round just left up to
Probably true.
TSM to see if they can scrounge
They
for
brought
some
so
sort
good
of
with the
weapon,
shot.
but 14 seconds left and a dream, especially with Spike already being placed down.
Okay,
It's
1v2.
also watching the
Time is low.
1v2 situation. Yeah, location
Oh,
given
let's go
away.
Berg.
Absolutely
Let's
no
go
time.
Berg.
All they have to do here is wait and try not to
Oh
die
my,
as
he make
well.
it look
But beautiful
easy.
shots.
E-split gonna come
Coburg
in
is
pretty
backside.
fast here from TSM.
Got first blood.
They're already marking the positions of where these players are. Unfortunately for Bob, kind of gives themselves away with the tracing there.
Will this be the 7-1?
Now you have to fight this down backside. GMD watching.
Look at this guy, man. Even
and
his
looking
old
for
looks
this
like
pick to come through. It's also, but the
Brazilian
Omen
flag.
might actually be too strong.
No?
Oh, and they hear the noise. They know somebody might be there, but they don't spray in time. Instead,
we almost
leaving this up
got
to
it.
Coburg to fight this down the backside.
Darkest
And
one
SaD might
victory.
just lose
This
the
look like
first round
7-1. Not gonna lie.
into this half. It's up to Darkest to make that say. Of course, 2 flashes left
That's
available in
everything.
a suppression as well. So, tons of utility to use.
Come on, bro. Win this.
Slow
Taking
work.
his time. Yeah, trying to get a first spam kill, bait out a peek.
7-1, my friends.
No way.
TSM. Smoke gonna go down deep mid to try and make SaD feel like they're gonna work that area.
Oh my god, that was
It's actually
insane.
the A hit. Great
Dude got
entry from SaD.
destroyed.
Sim just took it away. And now another one as well. Big entry off of TSM. We were
didn't
missing
find
this
anything.
portion of them. The
5v3.
controlling, very,
Coburg is on the way
very
from the lockdown.
adaptive team. that is now putting a lot of that work through. Of course, Viper's Pit now laid out as well, taking a majority of tree. So if they want to fight this, there's only one angle that they can.
Good flash.
And
That's
even then, if they
beautiful.
want to try
That's
to,
beautiful.
but the
Clean.
with some sort of smoke just to keep the B site their main objective,
Okay.
but already taken out by bombs. They
Coburg
slowly
has
work
locked down
themselves
for
up
retake
suppression.
if needed.
Not doing too much, so leaving them with absolutely no resources to utilize in this moment. Darkest though, waiting down towards
Nice
the back
shot,
of the
man.
site. Big pop flash, of course, leading out towards 7, but an Odin just to entry in, and it doesn't matter. Huge shots being made, and Bob looking to clear things out. 3
Only poison
1
left.
and 12 seconds left. The
10
spike in
seconds
hand, but a big peek coming through.
Time is low,
Still
time is low,
fighting
time is
things
low.
off.
Nothing
Paranoia
can
there.
do.
Yep, and Kohlberg looking to clear.
Okay, man. Good half. 8-4.
This time learning from previous mistakes, but a pop flash to lead themselves. And 7 still misses the shots. It would have been huge. TSM setting themselves up for success, for a possibility on the pistol round. But of course, the shot's
Good
just
spot.
not hitting. Now Proto left backside, wondering where
Playing
their
pistol
teammates
for
went.
SaD, man.
And
They are playing
everybody
so
else
good.
down.
This team is actually good, man.
3-4. Absolutely impossible
Ooh, Jimmy,
to run
that
away
was
with
nice,
this one.
man.
Still
4K
GMT trying to
for
make the
Sky.
shots happen, although
Only team left. Get it,
really doesn't leave too much impact. 1v1. SaD
planted.
Esports slowly letting themselves slip away. Now this pistol round looking a lot better into the hands of TSM. Bob is
What a
just
shot.
insane.
They don't have to deal with mollies cutting off their entryway into the site. They're not going to get split up from that.
Now but the dash moves forward.
For victory.
TSM manages to find a shot just coming outside of that smoke there. Even then, 3v3 situation, Zostal. Spike now being planted. It's good enough on its own, trying to clear out whoever might just be hiding within hell, but it's not there. They read this like a book. They have an understanding.
Okay, well played,
Now just
TSM.
trying to fight this off a 2K there. And it's up to Zostal. Absolutely no paranoia left to be utilized here. Now just having to fight this post flank.
This
Proto's
reminds of
head
Ards.
slightly
That clutch.
waiting
Like,
to
that
make the
insane
peek
clutch.
over, and they've seen it. Zostal, some
Yeah,
information
but
just left over, but even then
it's
they
not-
knew
it's not chance.
where they were hiding.
Okay,
And
so
SaD are playing right into this. They're going to get owned on this B split by TSM.
Yeah,
betray.
huge fight
Bob
already
has to hunt
happening
his
there.
fury.
Majority of the players kind of trading each other off, still down to that 3v2 Koberg.
okay, Spike
And
is
Bob.
dropping market.
Yeah,
Nice
not
shot
going to
by
utilize
Bob.
any sense of
Bob.
ultimates unless they can collect the Vandal
Playing
here, so they have
amazing.
some space to slowly move themselves up. Koberg making the play already.
I mean, there's just no reason for Poise to peek there at all. The spike is down in market, gives his
30
life
seconds
away,
left.
gives the position away. Of course, they still have the gun advantage, but this just shouldn't be a 2v2. SaD have an opportunity to really ruin what should have been an easy TSM round win. They had the read on that B split.
Okay, sync. 1v2. Low HP.
Koberg making shots happen. They knew a beautiful read coming
Time
through
is low,
from
time is
Sam
low,
on
time is
11
low.
seconds. And they know all they need to do is slow, but a right click
That
just
was nice,
killing
that was
the life
nice.
of Bob
Thank
for
you,
a simple
7.
clutch.
With the spike, so it's all going to come down to this post-plant setup from SaD. And a big fight with GMD and Koberg for control of B main could happen.
Spike planted.
Such a beautiful hold from Market as well, just denying anybody playing off of that trip. And already Bob managing to find somebody making some of that damage happen, but the Hunter's Fury not really applying too much
Okay.
pressure.
Wow.
Still watching it.
Koberg
Koberg
is
knew the flank was
insane.
coming. They heard the TP, and now just trying to fight for even more. But
Oh
the three
my
frag
god,
doesn't come
SaD.
through.
11 to 7.
Or play for the retake.
Yeah, and all they have to show for it now is absolutely no
Wait,
trips.
Proto
Of
got
course,
two,
they've been
see?
taken down, but TSM somehow
Okay,
managing to keep this
clean for
team
TSM.
away
Exactly what they
from
need.
making that movement.
The money from SaD is not good.
Paranoia is completely gone.
They're not gonna have money for
What
next round.
else can you play with? I mean, in reality, it has to be planning that spike, possibly going for a reposition here.
Zoe and still win
Just
this.
shredded by
1v3,
TSM on the
low
entry. They
HP.
played that so well, just swinging for each other out of door, the peak from heaven. Obviously, so much individual skill on this squad as well, and now it's all left down to Zostal. Their debut year here in Challengers, an IGL that's been hanging around in that sort of tier 3 space for a while. Their first shot on a team that's really competing at the next level for them. Put in such a tough position here late in the game, map 3.
And now the smoke has been laid out. That's all they've been waiting for. Regardless, 2 flashes still left available for 7 to push out. And a TP as well had already been managed to find. And now trying to isolate these 1v1s, but regardless,
Okay.
it's just 7 to lead the pack. They're still going to stay
Basic.
slightly in the way
vamos
trying
agora.
to gain some ground, but even then missing the op shot, which is dire. They got that, they would have at least held this back just a little bit longer. Even then doesn't even happen. Now spray down coming through from Scar and SaD Esports finding a way to keep themselves in the game.
Seven in that one and done gets hard punished by the lockdown. Can't get out of logs. You have Darkest coming late into B main here. You can see him towards the spawn. Of course,
This
such a
is
crucial
hard for
position on that
TSM.
reflank.
Yeah, having to make the op happen to try to take out
But it's not impossible.
that alarm bot, but rotation's coming in just a bit too
Maybe it
late,
is now.
especially on the side of Darkest.
Gotta save this up.
But regardless, they find out Sim.
But
They
can
can
he?
see the dash happening. They know they need to fight this back with the op in hand.
Oh, you
Just
cannot
be
save
the
this,
biggest
bro.
loss that comes down
Map
to it.
and
Looking
series
some
points
sort
for
of
SaD.
collection.
They're gonna go for a fast push out of mid, try and crunch, excuse me, the player in tiles with this flash.
Yeah. No trade, man.
Oh, Coburg.
That was
Just
a
look
little
down
bit
here,
too
there's
much,
still
my
a
friend.
Tuchel just being thrown out into the wind. I mean, Hunter Siri kind of putting TSM in a very uncomfortable position down in mid, making them lose out on that
Okay,
fight.
SaD, you
It
guys
is,
need
like,
to
very
close
heavily
this.
contested.
I definitely
Because
respect the
TSM is
effort
an
from
experienced
TSM
thing, you know?
late in the
So
game
if you
to
don't
bring
close this
something
out
new,
and let
go
it come
for
back, you're gonna regret
that
it.
deep mid push, the tiles crunch. But Coburg was able to get out of the way of the flash and
But
take
they
a
are
clean fight, which he wins.
playing so
Man,
well, very
something he's been
patiently,
doing all series
waiting for
long.
TSM's mistakes.
Easily the MVP here
Well done.
for the
This team is
SaD
good.
team, and they're going to slow things down with this man
Really good.
advantage. This is their opportunity to win the game, win a
And they
game
will
that I
push.
think a
Teams
lot of
always
people
push.
would consider a pretty big upset, given the caliber of the
Look at this,
TSM
man.
players
Look
here,
at
how
this.
good they've been historically, the success these players have had over the years. TSM poised, pushed up. Going to be crucial that he makes something
Well done.
happen, but
Well
goes
done.
down to Darkest.
30 seconds left.
They're going to go quickly into this B site now.
Yeah, they try
Okay,
to make the
nice shot
effort
by
down
Seven.
to it, but
Low HP, has a
Seven
molly.
with a nice shut off already
He
starting
could
off.
use the molly there, no?
Trying to shut this team down from making any entry onto site, but of course, barely any impact off that. Seems like already a 3v2, and the spike planted as well.
The only thing maybe going in the favor of TSM is that if a Proto gets close to B main, he can pop his ultimate to ping the locations of these SaD players.
Everyone hiding.
But isn't enough. Already 9 seconds just waiting for that suppression to make its way. Possibly
hard.
hoping that can make a difference, but two players just sitting along down
They're
in
not giving
boathouse.
any chance. Double
And
pick,
no way to
beautiful
fight
done.
this. Already a double swing coming through. 7
5
making
HP
a
for
shot
7.
happen. And though again finding the positioning there, 5 health and a dream, waiting for the
GG.
happens. Allstall just ends it off there, and a 13-9 and a huge win coming through from the side of SaD Esports. So something that they have been waiting for this whole time.